headphones as well. Like this maybe. So hi, thanks for joining in again. Or if you're a first time viewer, then hi, I'm Riho and I make games. So on these streams usually I've been doing pixel art, sometimes music, sometimes programming, sometimes we'll do some other things though, like today, but we'll get to that. But after that we'll get to the pixel art stuff. Last time, those few of you who did manage to watch it, my computer crashed right in the middle of the stream, and since it was kind of time to end it anyway, I stopped it. So if that happens again today, then I guess that's that. I'm gonna just end the stream there. But hopefully it doesn't. I really hope so. But yeah, I may have to figure out a different setup eventually. And you know, as I've been doing this stream every week now, I'm just, you know, slowly improving on things, not just the way that I'm getting more comfortable myself being on camera, but also stuff like the background, which used to be my room but is now a black sheet instead. So yeah, eventually I might have to figure out something, how to record or broadcast the stream better in some way. I think some streamers use another computer to actually broadcast the stream that is somehow connected to the main one that they will play on or do their stuff on. So anyway, hi Bud. Sorry for ignoring you for a bit there, but Bud is asking what are my thoughts on Byte. And yeah, I did download it on my phone. Thanks to your recommendation. So yeah, thank you for that. I checked it out, and compared to TikTok, I think it's still going to struggle as it is for now, because of the few things that I also mentioned on Discord. One of them being the short videos. They really limit the kind of content you can make on it. So like when I'm trying to think of stuff that I could do on Byte. Also, by the way, to anyone watching who doesn't know what Byte is, it's sort of a video sharing app by the creators of Wine, the old app that died back in the day, and it's trying to be a competitor to TikTok, which is another video sharing app for the phones. So anyway, the video length is one thing. So when I'm thinking of things I could do there, I'd like to do something that gives some value to people if I'm gonna do anything at all. and it's kind of hard to do that within those 7 seconds, unless it's a motivational message or something in that category. As in TikTok, I could instead do like maybe a daily blog or daily thoughts of what I'm doing. So the little bit longer videos that you can do on TikTok could give it an edge. But I'm definitely not a specialist on the things. And you know, people are gonna like the things they're gonna like. So if they're gonna like Byte, then they're gonna like it, you know. We'll see. Another thing that I noticed for now was that the main feed on Byte seems to be mostly things that are hand curated by Byte itself. It's like reshared by the platform owners, which makes it very like general and not tailored to specific viewers. When instead in TikTok, it's the algorithms that tailor the content that you get on your feed based on what you've done on the platform before. Also based on your location and things like that. So it's more personalized experience, as in compared to Byte it would be more like generalized. So I'm interested to see if and how that evolves. I didn't follow any accounts yet, so maybe if I did, the main feed would change based on that. Interestingly though, after making my account there, one person has followed me already, even though I never gave my account to anyone or I didn't make any videos there yet. But somehow someone found me already and followed me, so there might be like an opportunity there because it's still a starting platform. It might be easier to get followers there now than it is on TikTok. So that's something to consider, I guess. What else? I didn't notice that if the hashtags work properly there. I don't think they do. Like you can't click on a hashtag and see what's under that hashtag. So that's one of the features I'd like to see there as well. Maybe they'll still add it in the future, I don't know. But for now, there were like these categories that I could browse. So maybe that sort of is a replacement for that. Not sure. What else? Another thing that TikTok has is like these trending hashtags or trending songs or like trending things that get updated daily. So that also adds like a new challenge or things to do on the platform. So those are some of my thoughts on that. I'll definitely keep an eye on it. I'll try to browse it when I can and see where it goes. and see if there's something I could do on the platform myself. So anyway, what I was going to talk about initially. Let me switch my view here. So I made this Steam curation page, which has the company name in its title, and this recommends games that I like and play, and think that other people should maybe play as well. For now, it when I created it, it asked me to add 10 games, and I quickly added just 10 games off the top of my head that I've liked over the years on Steam. But why I did this? Let's go back a few days. I noticed that Office Management 101, so the game that I'm working on, suddenly got a big peak in traffic and in wish lists as well. The amount of wish lists added daily. I can actually show that graph when I log into the backend, and let me put that on in a moment. 1 week. So if you are not a game developer, then you probably have never seen what this thing looks like. So this is a view that Steam provides for the game developers, where I can see how many people have wishlisted the game. In Steam, right? So lately there weren't that many daily. I used to have a lot before Steam changed its algorithm back in September. And I used to get like maybe hundreds of wish lists per day. But after the algorithm changed, it dropped fast, and it's gotten to the point where it's like, see like 3, 6, sometimes maybe 10 wish lists per day, and most of that traffic was coming outside of Steam. So people found it on some other places, on YouTube, on itch.io or GameJolt, where the demo is available, or other places. But then suddenly on what was it, on Friday it was on Friday I noticed a peak all of a sudden. So see, it was 74 wish list from Thursday, and I get that report daily on the next day. So on Friday I saw it, like, where are these coming from? So I googled the game name, and on Google you can set the timeline to 24 hours, and there seemed to be nothing. So then I checked where the traffic was coming from, and there's another view. I'm not gonna bring that up right now. Actually, I might as well. I just have to log into the separate Steam interface. I don't know why they're separate, but bear with me here. So marketing visibility. So this view. So we checked this, and I saw that suddenly there's views coming from Steam homepage, like the Steam front page, which was new because that had never happened to the game before, as far as I knew. And you see, hundreds of thousands of people have been shown the, what's the wording? Steam has shown the game to hundreds of thousands of people on its front page. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Why suddenly? And turns out, when I click this to expand this, it shows it comes from recommended by a suggested curator. So there is a curator that Steam is suggesting to people that has curated my game. So then there's this page where you can see who has curated a game. So I used the app ID for Office Management 101. And I saw that this guy, Gaming Taylor, has added the game to his curated games. I was only on a few small lists before. One of them was Estonian games, and my buddy Lou Bagel here also has curated me. And afterwards, this one also added me. But anyway, this Gaming Taylor has almost 35,000 followers, and seems to be adding new games pretty much on a daily basis. With the game descriptions, and most of them lately seem to be games that are unreleased at this point, which is rare for curators, because I did some research later on about this Steam feature, and it seemed that most curators curate games that are released already, and that makes sense. Anyway, based on these followers alone, the views wouldn't be as much as they are right now, but as Steam is recommending this curator also to people who are not following him at this point, that brings Office Management out as well. So anyway, I had this theory why Steam is recommending which curators, and it might be that it's suggesting the ones that are active, that are actively adding games like almost on a daily basis. So maybe it's that. So to test out that theory, I made my own curation page. I'm gonna drop the link in Twitch, and let me drop it in YouTube as well. So if you want to help me out with this experiment, follow that curator. And I'm gonna try and add new games on a daily basis myself. Probably not gonna do it every day because I forget or don't have time for it. But I'll try to, and I'll see if I can raise my follower count based on that. And I'm just interested in finding out more how this curation system works. So when you're logged in on Steam, let's see, this is the discovery queue, and yeah, this is where it recommends curators, I think. Yeah, this is, I'm following myself as well, but I think in this place it also shows the recommended curators. So yeah, that's been going well, and it might not even matter that much how many followers the curator has, because another fellow Estonian game developer also reported high numbers from today when one curator with only 2,000 followers added his game. And supposedly his numbers are even much bigger than mine were. So, but we'll see the full report from him tomorrow, hopefully. But yeah, this means that I'm getting a nice number of wish lists now daily, and we'll see if it keeps up. Because obviously, if the curator keeps adding new games, it's gonna get more and more saturated. So Steam is going to have to pick which games from his list get on the front page. So eventually, I'm expecting these numbers to drop, but we'll see. We'll see. And I might make a separate video on this topic on YouTube, but we'll see. We'll see after a few more days. Anyway, hopefully this kind of stuff was interesting enough for you. But now let's get back to what we were doing last time. Let me quickly check if I've missed anything somewhere. No, doesn't look like it. Does not. It seems to be quiet. So anyway, pixel art. So last time I was drawing this fancy executive table when the stream crashed. And not just the stream, but the whole computer. Let me also start up Java. But yeah, my next step was going to be drawing drawers for this desk. Here, where else? I guess here. And yeah, that should be it. But first, let me quickly show how it looks like in the game. Let me switch the view though. There we go. Should probably bring the camera down a little, like this. So new game, alpha demo. Let's see. And buy another that I can place here, and then one here and one somewhere else. Like this. And you go sit here. So that's what it looks like right now. And if we do also add a chair, let me cheat a bit though. Let's add some experience points that I can use to unlock some of the fancier furniture. So actually I wanted this chair. Let's put it here and then let's get a computer. Yeah. So yeah, I want to add drawers on this side. So let's do that. Let's do that. Why not? Why not? But I do need some colors though. How about I start off with this? I guess there should be an edge to it as well, so I'll copy paste it from here. And also this part. They may have to change the colors a little bit, but I don't know. I'm kinda running out of space here though. I also need a handle of some kind. It's kind of hard to do with the space given here. But yeah, maybe I just need to use some other colors. Like this, maybe. Yeah, this might work. And I might have... No, it's okay. Yeah, I thought I messed up the colors here, but it's fine. So perhaps like this. Now the other side that I'm gonna copy from here. And here. And then there's one thing that I'm noticing right now though. Something that I might have messed up here. Since you see, this has this lighter line below the darker line, and this one doesn't. So maybe should remove that. Or maybe I should add that one to here and here too. Choices. Let's add that line then. I guess. Although it makes the area that is available for me to draw in here even smaller. So that's a bummer. I'm not sure then. So maybe I should remove the line after all. But yeah, eventually I'll have to check how it looks in the game and make the final decision based on that. But for now, let's remove it then. And here. I guess here too. So what else has been happening since the last week? Let me think. Been playing some No Man's Sky lately. And what a turnaround that game has made since its release. It's gotten quite a lot of updates since its release. What was it, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago? Like quite a while ago, when the original was released. And I did try it out back then as well, but I didn't really like it much. And it's not really a controversial opinion because a lot of people felt cheated, kind of, that they were promised a lot more than they were getting from the game. So yeah, it felt kind of lackluster to me as well. But yeah, I've been hearing that it's gotten a lot of updates and major updates since then. Almost like an early access title. And people were saying good things about it now. So I decided to check it out myself. And I was really surprised. The game is actually awesome right now. And supposedly it's getting even more content and updates going forward. But yeah, it has all kinds of things that I like in it now. Base building is one of them. You can also build your base on one of the capital ships that you can get in the game. So you know, it's big, and you can make quite a big base there. It also looks really nice orbiting the planet you're on, since you can see the big ship from the surface, if you call it on the orbit. It's looking really impressive like that. But it also has quite a bit more lore now in the game, and the storyline that you can follow through that introduces the mechanics gradually. So there's a lot of content and lots of things to do. So yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot so far, and I hope to keep playing it further a bit. And besides that, what else? One of the things that I'd like to do more is meet some new streamers myself and hang out at their streams and find out a bit more about that, the whole ecosystem sort of, or like how that whole thing works, because I haven't really watched that many streams in the past so far. There are a few that I've regularly followed. One of them being the Clark Tank, which is about games marketing and analyzing Steam trends and stuff like that. So it's useful for me from the game development perspective. So I've done that, and I've liked watching Clark doing that, but I'd like to see some more varied other streams as well. So if anyone has any recommendations, any streamers that I should check out, then definitely send me some links. I'd be glad to check them out. And maybe learn from them, but also just, to hang out and talk to some other people. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I wanted to move the table. So I guess this works then. I'm not like 100% confident about the colors of the table, because like the one side is kind of different from the other. Not only is it darker, but the color is more, I don't know, grayish. So I may want to change that eventually. But I don't know, probably I'll keep it like it is for now. And I'll come back to it some other day off stream. I'm also gonna add some lines below here. Oh wait, that's the wrong color though. I wanted to use this one, but not here. And this color here. And these, there are any other pieces? No, that should be it. Okay, so now, last time I used the wrong name here. So let's put executive table here. And here. And also here. So these are the translation identifiers. Wooden table. So where was it? Furniture here. So just copy paste them here and then add the English version of these names. So middle-sized executive table. And this is the version that is downcased. Middle-sized executive table. And the description. For the fancy boss. Bosses, I guess. That's the description of this table. And I also need to make sure the prices and whatnots are correct. So I wonder what an executive table might even cost. It's probably pricey. I'm googling. Actually, might as well show it. Let me Google buy executive table. Here, buy office desk online. I don't know what this site is, but we'll see in a moment. Oh my god. Okay, this is some weird currency. I don't even know what this is. Is this Chinese? Not sure. So where can I select something that I recognize? Okay, let's try some other stores. What is with these prices? Like where's dollars? Where's euros? Something that I recognize. Yeah, I'm seeing prices here. So where's you should probably check Amazon. Amazon. There we go. Yeah, that's more like it. So I don't know, it's guess something like this, which is like $500. I don't know, seems about right, I guess. 500. What do the other tables cost? Meat class, meat. Yeah, seems about right. Quality should definitely be higher. If the class table is quality 7, then this should be, I don't know, 9. And quality is out of 10. Level is out of 5. So when the class table is level 3, then executive should be maybe 4. And the rest of the stuff should be fine, I guess. But now also, I wanted to make it so that you can put at least one box of paperwork inside the table. In the drawers. Right. So I'm gonna try and do that. But now I notice that this color here needs some work. The handle color. So let's try this. Yeah, I guess that's better. So what I'm gonna do is make a copy of this piece. If I can select it properly. The height is 48, 32. Make a copy of this and put it here. And then make copy of this. And put that here. So I'm gonna make it so that some paperwork is hanging out from here. Or I could make an opened version of it. If I can. So there's some paperwork visible from inside then. There are drawers in the game already, so let me find that for some reference here. Just a moment though. I should be more prepared in these streams. But yeah, somehow I always seem to leave everything to the last minute, and then I'm not prepared at all. Like today I was messing with that Steam curation stuff, and just at the last moment noticed that it's about time to start the stream already. But on the other hand, I wanted to do it because I wanted to talk about it on the stream, though. So yeah. So where is it? Where is it? Shelves. There is no shelves, tables, tools. Is it here then? No. Oh yeah, paperwork. It might be here. Yeah. So there's an open version here. The problem is though that this is probably very similar to the color of the table. Not that similar, but similar enough. So maybe instead I should just use the where is it? The white of the paperwork itself. Like these colors. Yeah, probably. So, first of all, let's actually paste this on a new layer. To move it, I guess like this. And then do the same with this one. And also on the second layer like this. So then I'm gonna use this color here and this color here, and then make this for the side. And then also here I suppose, and here. And inside, I guess it should be just dark until I add the paperwork. The paperwork. Even darker. Like this. Actually, even more. Almost black. So yeah, I can't see there. Should I add? Yeah, whatever. So this one can be a bit brighter, but still dark. Like that. And then let's use these colors. First for here. on this layer. I guess like this. And then these colors. Like randomly like this. And then throw some other colors in there. I guess this. And what else? Let's take this one. I don't know. Does it look like something? I mean, kind of, I guess. So let's merge the layers then and save it. And what else? Checking some things for a moment though, and then we'll add this in the game. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Oh, hey, APL. Yeah, at desk. Started drawing this last time, but then the stream crashed and I couldn't finish it. So I'm continuing this this time. And this fancy desk, you can put one piece on one box of paperwork in there. Or that's the plan. That's the feature that I'm trying to add now. So first of all, I'm gonna look up the drawer. What's it called? Not the drawer, but blanking out here. But I can check the shelves and maybe it's your filing cabinet. Yeah, that's what it was. So it's half full black filing cabinet. So I can name the table full table. Executive. Yes. So how this will work is that I'm making a copy of this. And I guess like this, full meat executive table. I'm gonna leave the descriptions the same, I think. Filing. Yeah, because I did the same with the filing cabinets. Let's see, what else do I need to know? Yeah, the combining definitions are where the paperwork is, though, so I'll check that in a moment. Executive. Ugh, getting gases. So let's drink some water. And again, why am I drinking bottled water? That is actually just tap water. It's because it's probably safer around all these things I have around the table. Because if there is an open glass and I move my hands around, I might spill it. Maybe I'm just paranoid, but you know, bear with me. Anywho, so I need to change the graphics for the full version. So if this is 24, then this is 25, and it replaces this one, which is 18. So it goes here and here. And this one's 26 then, and replaces 17, 18, 19, 20. This one. And that should be it, I think. So now, paperwork. Where is it? Actually, I should just search for the box. Boxed paperwork, but there's different kinds. There's 3, 4 versions of it. They look a little bit different. So I have a defined combinable here. So full meet executive table. No. Meet executive table. So when you place the paperwork on the meet executive table, the table turns into or combines into full meet executive table. That's the idea, though. Or I mean, that's the idea at least. Unless I messed something up. But we'll see in a moment. Okay then. to cheat again, as usual, because I'm a dirty cheater. And then I'm gonna unlock all these fancy furniture things. And where is the table? Oh yeah, I have to disable the option to buy this this second one, because no one's going to want to buy a full table. Now I also need some paperwork, so let's cheat me some paperwork as well. Let's see. Paperwork. So let's take this one. Then this one. Since they're all actually like separate, they're different pieces of furniture, then I need to test with all of them. So, there's the thing though, it wants to place it on top first. Yeah, I did not think about that. So I may have to work on some game code as well. But you know, wasn't planning on that, but we can improvise, I guess. If that's what it comes down to. I wonder though. Yeah, this actually gave me an idea. That I might want to do in the future with the whiteboard that we drew a few weeks back. Like maybe if there's a whiteboard near the employee, they'll go and write on the whiteboard instead and make less paperwork thanks to that. That might be a feature that could be useful, I guess. Anyway. Anyways, what I'm gonna do about the table? What if there already is something on the table? So let's say there is a computer on the table. What happens with the paperwork then? PC. Well, that's not quite right either. That's because I have the cheat on. The cheat. Let's take this off. Yeah, then I just can't place it. So yeah, I guess I haven't thought this through fully. Or did I miss something here? Probably not. So I guess the way it's coded right now is that it checks the table first, like when placing things that go on top of the table. It checks if there's a table in the tile first, and all the combining stuff that comes later on. But what if you do want to place the box on a desk? That's also a good question. But I guess that should be an option only if the table is full already. Then I guess, I don't know. So first put the first box inside the table, and then you can place two of them on top. If that makes sense. But yeah, I wanted to remove the option to buy the full table. So can't buy, can't also throw it away, and you also can't sell it. I mean, an easy fix. Shift click place on objects. I mean, I could do something like that, but that would be like an obscure feature that people might not know to use, especially if it's only tied to the table, because there's no reason you'd have to do that with the shelves or filing cabinets. So if it's only for the tables, then it would be just like a weird exception, I guess. And I'm not sure I'd want to do that. Let's see. What did I want to do there? Yeah, the tables should also add some work quality. Oh, it already does, but maybe more. Like 2 even. So. So then we'll just have to look up where the placement on the table is happening. And it might be somewhere around this area. Haven't touched it in a while, so have to dig into this a bit. But first, let me get a drink. Get a sip. Yeah, one thing that I can talk about in a moment is that I'm wearing these headphones today instead of the other ones that I had previously. And that's because I think last time when I made music I broke these. There's some weird noise in them now. And I think it's possibly because of the bass that I was trying to add to the music that I couldn't hear on those headphones. And probably I couldn't hear it, so I turned the bass louder and louder, and that might have broken them somehow. But yeah, the sound quality of these is better, but they're kind of tougher on the ears, though. So it's not that nice to wear them for a long period of time. By the way, I can show them a bit closer. There's Sony headphones and clip-ons or something like that is the type of headphones that they are, but these are not made anymore. And I used to have the exact same pair, but they were black. Like, I don't know, I might have bought them like 15 or even more years ago. And I really liked them because you can pull the cord with the press of a button, and it will pull the cord inside of the headphones. So it's really nice and compact to carry with me. And is this an ad? Yes, it is. I like really recommend these headphones. The problem is though, they're not made anymore, and it's really hard to find these. So I looked these up on eBay, and I found like some guy selling them in Japan. So I bought a pair from there when my old ones broke. But yeah, these are nice ones. The sound quality is nice for the size, and I don't like the ones that go inside the ear. Well, except for these were okay as well, but the sound quality wasn't that good. But I also don't like to carry like big headphones with me, like when I'm traveling or just outside. So these are like nice compact ones to put in the pocket, and it's awesome. Comes with my recommendation. So yeah, ad time over. I wasn't paid for this ad, by the way. Just promoting things that I like, I guess. So anyway, back to the goat. So this is where the table check happens. And that is before the combination check, indeed. So should I just bring this up here, and that's that. So yeah, I'm not gonna explain this too much. But you know, just hopefully you'll get the general grasp of what I'm doing. So I'm just, you know, reordering some parts of the code. So this might be one of the steps I need to do, but this is definitely not going to be enough. Because this is the part that just colors the highlighted area green to show that this is a valid move to do. But yeah, let's move on then. On table. So I guess I'll have to do the chains here. And I might be horribly breaking something right now and not even knowing it. But we'll see. Okay, this is another thing already. Okay, let's go back to the to this part of the code though. So I think there's some checking going on in this thing. This part of the code too. But no. Can combine here. Nope. But what I can do is look for the places that use this function. So let's start with this. Yeah, here it seems the order is correct though. It first tries to combine and then checks for the table. What about here? I don't know, I guess we'll see in a moment. Nope. what about nope. Well, this didn't work yet, so I'm missing something. I'm definitely missing something then. So let's do some more digging in the code then. You might eventually have to start adding some debug messages in the code as well to see better where the problem is. But let's go back to this part where I rearranged the code. Maybe it's this function that I should check. No, this seems fine. And like the name says, it checks if there's stable in that area. Can combine. I mean, this is the part that where it should go. So let's put some debug here. Can combine. And there was another place where I rearranged the stuff. Here. So this will show me if it's reaching that part of the code in the first place. And it's not. You can't see it right now, but it's below the game window for you guys, but I can see it on my screen that it's not showing up. And obviously that's not what is supposed to happen. So let's put a question mark here. These are just such stupid debug messages, but this is how I usually do it. Just, you know, some random text. Whoops, did not mean to move the window. Okay, well, it's reaching the question mark part of the code. The other one. So it's reaching here, but then this check here fails. So why? Maybe because of one of the reasons might be because the table is 2 tile size. But this check here seems to be checking for specific, like 1 tile coordinates. So that might be the reason. Yeah, I could do that, but yeah, the APL suggestion that make it only combinable in the drawer part of the desk then. But that might be actually more complicated to do at this point. Because then I'd probably have to add a way to define that in the furniture file, since there isn't a way to do that right now. So I'd maybe have to like add some variables here for that. And I'm not sure I want to do that right now, at least. Yeah, maybe I'll add it to the to-do list. Which is long enough to go a few circles around the Earth already. Just new things keep coming up to work on. Just endless. I have no idea how other games get finished. I guess they just one day decide, no more, let's ship it, you know. But yeah, I'm I don't know why it fails then. Well, let's add some more debug then. Let's add some here. Debug. The chords are fine. Let's try it like this then. But maybe switch the view so the game doesn't get resized to full screen for you guys. So you can also see the debug below here. My face is hiding that though. But yeah, you'll at least see that something's going on there. Well, one of the ways that I can show it is this though. So it should show up here as well. Let's see if it does. Yeah, you can see it now. But doesn't seem to be reaching this part of the code then. Does it reach here? Okay, let's move it now. It slowed everything down. I hope the stream is still working, but the game itself is really struggling with this. Anyway, yes, it's reaching this part of the code and then gets thrown out here. So the coordinate check fails then. Which means I should be checking for all the coordinates then. Which for now I'll only do for one piece of the furniture because the paperwork boxes are only one tiled. So I don't need to check if that is bigger. But I don't know, maybe in the future there's like some 4 tile paperwork box or something like but you wouldn't be able to put that in the table anyway. But anyway, future me will have to deal with that. But the present me will just try to figure out the table at least. So what I'm gonna do is a for loop, as it's called, which goes through all the coordinates then. So it starts from I'm not even sure what kind of math was going on here though, so you know. Yeah, well yeah, we'll figure it out. So furniture item Y. Why did you replace this? And then Y is smaller than where are the code comments? Yeah, I very rarely comment code unless it's something like this. Fix me. So I'm lazy with that. Sorry. Not sorry. So usually I just Usually I just read the code and try to figure out what was going on. But yeah, sometimes, you know, I'm not gonna write codes for this block either right now. You know, understanding my old code isn't that bad usually. Except for the fact that I'm distracted now because I'm also talking and paying attention to what you guys are saying. So that just adds some complexity to it all. You know, we can't make it all easy for my future self either. If the present me is struggling, the future me should be struggling as well. You don't get it easy, future me. Now some if case. Let's start with copying this. And let's see what's x1. Yeah, I don't know if I just place X here. Just Y here. Oh yeah, I messed up here. And make an OR case here. X Y. I don't know. I don't know if this will work. Maybe I made it so that it will just delete the whole game. Oh god. Oh god. It's so slow. But the stream seems to be working at least. I think it worked. But let me check again. Yes, 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 yes. This might work now. Let's try. Oh. Nope, it crashed. Where exactly? What? I guess here I need a check. But that's just a symptom of a problem from somewhere else. But still it needs this check too, so where was it coming from? This was more complex than you thought, huh? Says Apple. APL. Yes. It always is. It always is. But, you know. If I don't figure it out on the stream today, I'll just do it off the stream. And leave you all in suspense. Like, how did he solve it? This is because I need the same kind of a loop here as well. So I should at least leave a comment here, like why I've commented this block out. This is the old implementation that didn't work for furniture bigger than one tile, right? So I'm also gonna add that comment here. And eventually I'm gonna just delete this block when it turns out that everything works. But you know, might have to come back to it. So looks like the game crashed. Do you want to send a crash report? No. I do not. But people definitely do send me those crash reports from time to time. There's this annoying bug in the Windows 7 or when you try to launch the game in Windows 7 for the first time. And I fixed that bug already, but I haven't uploaded that fix to the demo versions in Itch and GameChart. So I get that report from time to time. It worked! It worked! And now you can place the stuff on top. Oh, that's so cool. And when I move it, I can place it here. Can I take the paperwork out though? Guess not yet, not yet. But yeah, we can look into that as well. So now I want to try if it works when I place it here. Yeah. Also need to try out all the rotations of it, just in case. So here, here. And now when I rotate it, yep, this worked. And this too. Okay then. I'm sure there might be some other bugs related to it. But yeah, let's make it so we can take the paperwork out then. Now I don't remember how that worked. I did that about a year ago, since that was a much requested feature. But furniture. So you can do that with the shelves, for example. And the APL didn't even know you could take the box out again. Yeah. Again, in the public demo, I don't think I uploaded that feature there yet. But in the closed testing versions, it should be possible. But yeah, I don't see anything about it here. So that might have been somewhat automatic. But how I'm gonna find it? I guess I can first start with checking how it works with the shelves. Shelf. And let's get some paperwork. Oh yeah, I need to enable debug first. Paperwork. Let's get a bunch that I can play around with. And move paperwork is the option. Okay. So now if I look that up here, move paperwork. Oh, I haven't even made it translatable. So let's find it here then. Here it this. So this is not in Java, but in the Lua version, the scripting version instead. And this checks for the category. So I guess I could add the table here as well. Although I guess this is kind of a hack and I should do it a better way, but I'll deal with that some other day. Add it to my wishes or my to-do list again. Shelves, filing cabinets, tables. Is there any other places I should check? Guess I could look it up like this. Well, supposedly not then. Let's quit first and then launch it again. Here's the option then. Move paperwork. I can put it here. And I can put it back inside. What about I get this this needs some work though, because yeah, if you try to move the paperwork out, it will try to move this box first. What if there's a computer on the table? Move paperwork. Yeah, it tries to move the... Oh no, the computer stayed. But now it wants to move the computer. But yeah, this is not such a big deal, I guess. It's more like a minor bug or minor inconvenience. So that will go into my to-do list as well. But all in all, I've come up with the usual 2-hour timeline. So I'm gonna start wrapping it up here. Let me switch to this ending view that I sometimes or most of the times do now. As always, thank you for coming and hanging out. This was a somewhat productive stream. Some of you missed the beginning, I assume, where I talked about the curator stuff. So I'm gonna talk about that again. I made a curation page on Steam where I'm gonna start recommending games. And I'm doing this to learn more about how the curation works. So if you're interested in the types of games that I'm interested in, do check it out. go give it a follow, and gonna paste it in YouTube as well. And for now it's mostly just well-known games, but I'm gonna start adding less well-known games as well. So yeah, that's that. And otherwise, we will hopefully meet again in some future stream. So thanks for watching, and hope you had a good time, and have a good day or evening, or whatever time it is there. And again, I'll be back next Monday. What is it? The times are on Twitch below, but let me quickly check it out myself. I think it's 6 p.m. GMT and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States on Mondays. So yes, bye.